Hi there, everybody, and welcome back to the next kind of replay commentary video that we are going to do today. We're going to be going over MAGIK again. This one was actually originally going to be a live commentary where I'm playing the game and talking while playing, but as you're going to see, the start of this match is really abysmal. It goes horribly bad, and it starts to get really rough, but once I kind of reeled it in a little bit more and I locked in a little bit more and I started playing for our tanks a little bit more, I started playing with the intention of like helping the backline a little bit more. We actually locked in a little bit better. I caught my mental back to where it needed to be in order for us to perform a lot better, and we actually end up coming back, holding the next round over all on our own for the most part at the start, and really just locking in and giving it some time to work. So without further ado, I'm going to get out of your ear. We'll go ahead and take a look at the teams. So for their team, they're running Groot, Mag, Black Panther, Wolverine, Loki, and Visible Woman. Ours is Mag, Thor, me on Magic, Namor, Luna, and Cloak and Dagger. So really even team comps. If anything, that I would probably say that ours is probably a little bit better suited for what I want to be doing as Magic. But as you can see already here at the start, I take an angle over here on the left side on top of the statue, and we're gonna see we're poking a little bit with the secondary fire, and we jump down, giving up the high ground. Not exactly a great idea because now we're stuck behind this group wall. Nobody ends up being able to break it. And one by one, we all just fall. We crumble really hard under the pressure right here. Our Magneto dies. I end up backing up, trying to get out as fast as I can. And we end up taking a death as well. We'll go ahead and talk about this just a little bit. The things leading up to this death itself. So pausing right now, as we can see. We go ahead and zoom out a little bit. Let's just take a look at where our team is in relation to us. For whatever reason, our Luna Snow is over here on the right, and she cannot heal anybody from this angle other than Magneto. It's really bad for us. But if I was smarter, I would have probably positioned to the right, kind of taking a look at seeing where all of our teammates are. Namor's not in a super great spot to set up any of his squids. Luna's obviously not able to heal. Magneto is for the most part alone right here, and I believe that our other tank... where are they at? We have a Groot. Where's our Groot? Oh, no, we have a Thor, and Thor is in their backline, brawling the Wolverine. This never turns into a kill. If anything, this is kind of just a free death. As you can see, Magneto is already turning. And, in this position, I actually have the most agency to make a play, and what do I do instead of doing anything else? I am looking at the Loki, who I can never kill in the situation because he's got 2 clones and lamps still, and their support is coming back from spawn as we were talking about it. So already... this is just never a good idea here. We end up going in and trying to see if we can get anything out of it, and it just does not work out because we're just in a really bad spot. This brawl is just a really dumb idea, and we've already gone over it, so obviously we take the L, and we come back from spawn. So already looking pretty bleak. We're down 0 kills on the board for our entire team, but, you know, the game is not over. It's far from over. Here we are, we're walking back. Somebody asked me if I used abilities to come back from spawn. The answer is yes, 90% of the time, unless the team fight is pretty close to you. Right here, we try to take this right choke. I don't know how I feel about this. We just saw Black Panther on the right side, and I think I actually get just humbled. Yeah, utterly humbled really bad. And our Namor also almost dies in the same spot. That Black Panther goes really crazy there. We should have just never been on the right choke in general. Maybe taking the left high ground yet again would have been a good idea, or wrapping all the way from their spawn. Wolverine ults, so we preemptively move out of the way. I want to actually rewind here. What do I hit? Oh, Black Panther was underneath my feet. I just didn't see him. Okay. I didn't even connect. I asked that same question. I was like, what did I just hit whenever I was playing before I stopped the recording after this round was over? Because I'm not going to lie, I thought this was a definite loss, but we came back. Right here, we're trying to poke. We're dropping demons, just collect a little bit of extra damage, seeing if it can go anywhere. It doesn't, but it's always worth a shot. Wolverine ends up pushing really hard. Their team ends up pushing really hard. We try to dash out just so we can get a little bit of HP out and just to be a little safer. And nothing works in the end, so what do? We just go back to the spawn door, get our HP, and come back. Our team is, for the most part, alone. We lose our tank fairly soon, I want to say, and then we do have a Wolverine running around now. Our Magneto tries to ult. He ends up not really getting a whole lot out of it. Their Black Panther ults. and now we are just on 4 HP, and we try to back down the stairs to collect a little bit more healing. Luna Snow's gonna go ahead and ult, but there's not really anybody other than me to kind of help and collect this. We have Magneto on the point, but they counter with their Invisible Woman ult that the Loki took, and we get put inside of the group little black hole of death and destruction and horror. So, overall, closing out that round, as you can see, nobody gets a single kill. It's a steamroll of a round. Absolutely disgustingly bad for us. We end up going 0-3, our other DPS 0-4. Neither of us got our job done at all. The damage disparity is already insane. 6k on their Wolverine and 3k on their Black Panther. While stats are not always the thing that you want to look for to make sure are you winning or losing this game, they can be a pretty okay indicator for seeing what areas am I lacking in. Right now, we just could not stay alive. We couldn't get anything going. But here in this next round, we actually turn up a little bit more. We'll go ahead and take a look at what I mean. We keep the magic pick. I was thinking about swapping here, but we had the Dark Child, so I was like, you know what the hell? I'll give it one more try, and I'll see if we can get anything to kind of come out of this type of situation. We end up swapping our tank and DPS, if I'm not mistaken. The DPS goes Punisher to deal with the Groot walls, and the other DPS that swapped from Storm is now playing Doctor Strange. And we still have the Magneto pick, which the Magneto was actually pretty decent this game, so I was super duper up for it. We see that the Magneto is caught a little bit out. We'll go ahead and dash down to the floor. Initially, I thought maybe that he would walk into that, but he ended up not. I just eat damage from the Black Panther and Groot. So, pretty tragic. We never got to use our ultimate. Again, still looking a little bit rough, but we regroup, our team resets. And I believe from here on, we actually start to kick it into high gear. We'll go ahead and drop the Demon here to just kind of shred through these walls. Demon's really, really good for this. And we know Wolverine's here, but simply put, I just didn't really care. We're ulting here. I like this ult a lot. It's going to cause a lot of pressure. We end up killing the Invisible Woman. This gives our team a direct entryway because they turn around to deal with me, and they just can't. So overall, really solid. We get the kill on the Magneto. We turn around, help. There's the Wolverine. I believe he also dies. I think we catch up to him, actually. Yeah, we sure do. And from here on, we got our kills, and we're dipping out. We don't want to overheat or anything like that. We just want to back up, reset our cooldowns, and make sure we can make a move depending on who steps out of line. I thought maybe we could kill the Invisible Woman because I saw her step up and she was low, but nothing came out of it. Here we are backing down these stairs to kind of play with our tanks, applying pressure with them whenever we need to. The walls are going down. Not too bad. Our Groot somehow miraculously lives. No, he does die. But we actually have a huge ult from Invisible Woman here. Really, really clutch. Making sure we break these Loki runes because those lamps are practically Luna Snow ults if they're not dealt with. Groot is super out of position, and he dies to avoid being staggered. Something really, really good for people that, you know, are like, oh, I'm stuck in the backline, I don't know what to do. I thought this was actually really funny. We'll go ahead and look at this. Their Invisible Woman walks up behind our team Invisible and just hucks our Invisible Woman off the map and runs away with the double jump. It didn't end up doing like enough for them in the long run, but I thought that was super duper silly. Invisible Woman pops her ultimate. We kind of go in. Our Cloak and Dagger ends up popping their ultimate too, and that lasts quite a bit longer than the Invisible Woman. It lasts more time now that she has a fourth one because it takes her longer to leave the animation as well. So, much, much better. Going ahead and just diving, trying to brawl, tussle a little bit with the tanks, keeping our shields high. We are at 322 HP right now. 355, 377, 384. Lots of healing from this character, and a lot of people say that they wish that she got a little bit of buffs. Personally, I don't think that Magic in base needs that much change, but I would love to see a little bit more HP and survivability from the ultimate since it has 2 animations that lock you down. I believe he ends up taking Invisible Woman. Yep, here we go, and they try to get onto the point with it. And following the end of this, we pop Dark Child, and here we are just going back in. Wolverine falls because he has no passive. We end up breaking the Loki runes, dumping as much damage as we can, just seeing if we can get a lucky pick to stagger somebody off. Doesn't end up happening, but our tanks are portaling, I do believe. And yeah, there they are. They're on the point. Our healers are there. Right here, it's super duper important that we just try to kill this Groot. He's really low, uses the ultimate, but nobody's there to collect. Dropping the demon on the Invisible Woman. Here we go, we're following. Super duper great pick on the Invisible Woman here. Drop the demon on the Magneto. Spin behind him. And he falls as well. And the Loki ends up getting almost no value out of the ultimate because nobody is here on the point. Not too shabby. We'll go over and throw the demon down on the top of the group. That's our Strange that ends up ulting, and we're just able to lock it down quite a bit. Their Invisible Woman pops ult. We're just trying to jab, get as much HP to keep our 400 health high. And here we go in on the Invisible Woman. She falls. Same thing, just playing with the tanks, making sure that we're keeping our passive as high as we possibly can. Go in on the Groot. Try to look for a pick on the Loki. We grab it. Not bad at all. Really clean second round of the match. And we end up coming back very heavily. From 0 kills to 19 in the second half. From 3k damage to 13k. Not bad at all. Again, stats are not always an indicator of if you should be winning the game or not. But considering that we ended up making a lot of results with our ultimates, I would say that it went really well for us. Fast forwarding, I want to go ahead and talk about this. So, here on this position on the right-hand side, I actually enjoy this a lot. It gives a lot of recon, so we can go ahead and calm. While this is happening, I'm actually calming their picks as they walk through the door. We see they have another Wolverine. I can't quite see who this is quite yet, but that is going to be the Invisible Woman, so obviously I'm not going to be able to get eyes on them quite yet. We're sitting here on the right-hand side, just kind of waiting for the tanks to, you know, break neutral and start to clash. Wolverine, we can see, is trying to dive. We go up here and catch it. And he burns passive because we are able to help our Punisher and stop him from falling. Really nice. We go ahead and go in on the Namor and the Invisible Woman. We don't get a kill out of it, but it allows us to get a really good angle to pop ultimate. Groot pops his ult, and it's a super duper good synergy. Really good comms. Our Groot was very well, played super duper clean this game. It was super duper helpful. Okay, now I want to go ahead and talk about this. A lot of people probably already know about this, but for those of you that are a little bit new to Magic, standing on this ledge is a really good source of recon because you can see who is going to come through this main door and dip left or right and come to your choke. If you see people go left and you know they're going to come down the stairs, say it's a healer or something like that, it's a free kill. And if it is just a DPS, as long as they're not something like a Wolverine or a Namor, it's most of the time going to be a really good... You'll typically win in this situation if they're not ready for it, because if we go ahead and just like look out here, you can't see me at all, but I can see you because of the third person. So it's a very good angle to be holding for recon. We end up killing Loki. I have no idea what he was doing over here, but definitely not going to miss it. I think I was trying to break this little like edge of the doorway here so we could kind of get a good look. We see Wolverine jumps out. We try to go and contest it. We get ulted. Miraculously live somehow. Oh, our Invisible Woman pops ult. Wolverine falls. When you dive like that, whenever you don't have any of your rage on Wolverine, it just never works out. I'm not sure what he was doing. We would have died if he had full rage. Okay, here we're just kind of looking. We're going to break the Loki clone and dip out. Overall, not too bad. We haven't done a whole lot other than our magic ult, but it's good though. We have a lot of tempo here. We're holding the game in our hand, and we have control of the flow of it and see where it's going to go from here. So, not complaining at all. Wolverine's on point alone. We attempt to kill him and stop him, but nothing really comes of it. Right here, we leave a demon underneath the window just in case they drop down so we can get a little bit of shielding. This is not a great ult for either him or Namor here, so definitely not going to complain. Their Loki takes my ult, and we end up just punching him in the face and booping him in the nose a little bit. Super duper clean. We see the Groot's low. We'll go and back up a little bit with this one. We see Groot's low up here. Well, like, it's very evident that we are looking at him as we are portaling. We're like, okay, this guy's just sitting up here. He's not going for the health pack for whatever reason. Groot's useless in the situation. Not sure what he was really intending here. Cloak and Dagger shooting at him, but I think he tries to back up. So us dashing up and just collecting this free kill on the tank is going to be super good for this coming team fight. Dropping the demon. in front of the window just in case somebody jumps up to escape. Magneto shows up. I believe he just shields out and the Invisible Woman helps him. And from here, it's nothing too bad. We're just, again, playing with the tank, making sure that if they need the help, then we can be there to provide it. Not too bad. We go on the Luna Snow here. Not the worst thing in the world. We play on the edge of their ult to try to make sure he can't just walk in. Dash back to our tanks. Yet again, making sure right here. Not a winnable fight. We're out of cooldowns. We'll go back to our tanks to make sure that we can be safe. We'll wait on our portals to come back, and we'll wait on our E to come back so we can maybe go in for another dive. We pick up on that Strange ulted, so we go ahead and jump in, and we just try to jump the bones of the Groot. Not bad. Really, really, really good end hold. Love to see it. And Wolverine falls. We end up getting the free pickup. And we pop Magic ult just to make sure that nobody's hovering in this little doorway. All in all, not too bad. We'll go ahead and take a look. Ending the game, we ended with 32 kills and 4 deaths and 17k damage. A very distinct change from what the first round was, which was us dying 3 times and dropping nothing all game. All round, we literally did 0. And then we came back and we held ourselves together. We picked the mental back up and we were able to play our own game and kind of fix it. But I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new around here, I would appreciate it if you guys like and subscribe. I am really hoping that we can hit maybe 10k by the end of February, maybe. We'll see. We're climbing pretty quick. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Later. Bye. Love you. See ya.